Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the pitch at Hurricane High School as we begin our coverage of the 2025 high school soccer season in West Virginia with a good one. The Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles taking on the Hurricane Redskins, a rematch of last year's Big Schools title game. The HD Media Game Day soccer production is brought to you by Peyton Law. We cannot do that or do this without his support, and so it's fitting that joining us in the booth this evening is Mr. Tom Peyton. Thank you for joining us tonight, Tom. We got a good one.
Glad to be here, Rick. Yeah, it's a great way to kick off the season, and rematch of the last high school game from last year.
And that's a great way to kick it off with a rematch of what is arguably the two best teams in the state. Of course, there are a lot of teams that will have a lot to say about that over the next couple of months, but these are two well-coached teams. They play solid, fundamental soccer, and we're excited for a good one today. And I know we'll have a lot of soccer to talk about tonight, but before we get to all this, as they're introducing the starting lineups this evening, I wanted to give you a chance, as our primary sponsor, to talk a little bit about your passion for soccer and your sponsorship and what Peyton Law does and what people that are watching, if they ever need, God forbid, something from your services,
sure,
what you can provide for them.
Well, not God forbid. We do, of course, we do. Like a lot of lawyers do, we do automobile accidents, insurance claims, but we also do deeds, wills, small business work. So if you have any needs like that, you can give us a call or send us an email. But really glad to do this. I didn't grow up playing soccer. I started playing when I was about 30 years old myself and learned the game. And then my son got into travel soccer and worked his way up and actually is a Hurricane graduate and played here. But I slowly learned the game, like a lot of West Virginians didn't grow up with it. Yeah. Of course, internationally they grow up with it as their primary sport. But I really like the way the game's grown. I'm really glad to sponsor these broadcasts. It allows some family members that maybe can't travel to watch the game and soccer fans to watch the game, and really helps grow the game, I hope. And so we're really glad to sponsor these broadcasts, and I'm really thrilled to watch this game being a soccer fan. It's just a really good game to kick off the season. And you're right, you don't know where teams are really ranked at the beginning of the season or how good they are. You know where they're ranked, but where they finish might be different from where they start. But both these teams were in the finals last year against each other, and both of them have a lot of returning players.
Yeah, we'll get into all of that as this game unfolds, but we are set for a great one tonight. Some clouds in the sky, but it doesn't look like weather's going to be an issue tonight. A little bit toasty out there, but you can expect that in late August in West Virginia, of course. And we're looking forward to a great game. And we will be back in just a little bit with the starting lineups, and we'll get you set for the action. They're about to kick off here. We're probably a couple minutes out, so we can take a quick break, and we'll be back with more on this HD Media High School Game Day coverage of Hurricane Soccer, brought to you by Peyton Law.
This is Tom Peyton of the Peyton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PeytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro. This is Tom Peyton of the Peyton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PeytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Welcome back to the pitch at Hurricane High School. The national anthem has just been played, and we're just about ready to get going for this game between the Beckley Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles and the Hurricane Redskins. Beckley running a 3-4-3. Here's your starting lineup real quick. We'll get through this. Brian Doss, number 1. Jackson Grays, number 2. Number 3, a name you might have heard of, Kobe Dillon. The senior was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year. Number 12 is Jonathan Scott. Tyler Radford, number 14. Jackson Schroeder is number 15. Number 6 is Vince Umberger. Number 7, Hagen Hall. Number 9, Alex Belcher. Number 10 is Ali Fogerly. And number 8 is Dylan Basconi. Again, Beckley running a 3-4-3. And Hurricane runs a 4-4-2. They are led by another senior-laden team, Seth Casto, Peyton Gum, Harris Coulter, Jack Willis. Those 2 midfielders are 2 guys you got to watch out for. Connor Jackson, Landon Stonestreet, Connor Price, Niall Green, Theo Carter, Blake Benson, and the freshman, the lone freshman in the starting lineup, Tanner Gum. And, Tom, we were talking about this in the break. Both of these teams, a lot of upperclassmen. That means a lot of returning talent and a lot of guys that know what they're doing out there.
Yeah, that's a good sign for both teams for this season. To have that many upperclassmen in the starting lineup is impressive, really, because you get a lot of attrition once you get to high school. Kids play when they're young, travel teams, and then it becomes much more intense.
Right.
And takes really a lot more work while you're trying to juggle school and maybe a job. So to keep all the seniors on board even is impressive. And, of course, these players are all talented. A lot of them, I know, at least from the Hurricane, and I'm sure from the Beckley side, have played travel soccer together in the off season, so they're really familiar with each other. And, of course, you noticed reading the starting lineup for Hurricane, we have 2 Gums on the same team. Those are brothers.
There you go.
Yeah, and
so
so
it
you
could
have
get sticky out there.
A senior and a freshman, and there might be some brotherly competition, but I I hear Tanner, the freshman, is a really has a lot of potential. So this will be his first time on scene in an official high school soccer game, which is totally different than a travel game or a middle school game.
Right.
It's just a whole different ball game.
Well, both teams' goalies are wearing bright yellow. Hurricane is in their black uniforms, and Beckley's in their white. Of course, the school name is Woodrow Wilson, but they prefer really to just be called Beckley. So that's if you're not familiar with the school down there, the biggest school down there in Raleigh County, Woodrow Wilson High School. But we'll just call them Beckley for most of this game. And that's actually what's right across the front of their shirts this evening, as we have some action down in the corner there. And it looks like it was
corner kick,
yeah,
Hurricane.
off on Beckley. So Hurricane will have a corner here. What kind of set pieces do the Redskins like to run out of?
Well, I don't really know. When my son played for him under Coach D'Agostine, they did what they call a 50-50 and just bunched everybody in the 6-yard box. I think they probably have a little more
nuance to it.
Yeah, you can see they're lining out up at the 18 there. That's the big box. So we're going to have some runners going in, looking for headers.
And is this from this dark, deep corner, is this where you prefer to have a lefty that can get kind of some spin on the ball going toward the goal?
I do. But it's easier to spin it off the inside of your foot.
Right.
So he'll bring it out and back in to the right. Yeah, there he goes.
Ooh, a little bit of a chance there, but knocked away, but right back out.
Oh.
And a little too much juice on that one.
Yeah, well, and when you go for a kick like that, which is easier said than done.
Right.
And you realize that if you try and play
some soccer, Price, by the way.
You keep your head over the ball. And you keep your head over the ball, and it keeps it lower, but it's bouncing.
Yeah,
and you're drooling a bit as you come up to it.
Sure, in the first
nobody
big shot
around
of the season,
that's right.
Your heart's pumping a little bit. You get a little adrenaline going.
We'll see a lot of that. I would say, both teams are going to be highly motivated, but Hurricane having lost the state title with 3.5 seconds left last year.
On that goal from Hagen Hall.
There's got to be a lot of high emotion from their side. That's good, I think, most of the time. It can backfire if you get a little too aggressive and get out of position in soccer.
Right. Well, Hurricane for the last 2 years have finished runner-up in the state championship game, so maybe third time's the charm for the Skins. We got some action here.
That's certainly their plan.
Basically, both teams just feeling each other out right now. Right now, Stone Street's bringing it down, and a nice little kick save there to get it out of harm's way. Back out now to Price, and as they fight for it, it's Hurricane throwing, yes. Off on White. Quickly in to Theo Carter, who takes it out to the side, and we want nice great chance there up front for Jack Wills. Willis had a shot, nice save there by Doss. That's Blake Benson.
Handball on Hurricane.
Blake Benson has his August haircut too, right? The frosted tips as they get ready to go back to school. As school has begun throughout most of West Virginia. Nice
long
chance
ball
there, yeah.
Casto gets it. He's he probably stands 6'3".
Yeah,
he's got a good build for a goalie. He also, I think, kicks for the football team.
That's a good way to put pressure on defense sometimes, especially if you have speed on your team, to just try to get those long chances, have someone outrun someone so they're not offside. Another one right there, and he's going to have a shot. Oh, bumped out of the way by Gum. That was Peyton Gum there on the defense. They're asking for a foul, but the ref's waving him off, saying play on.
Shoulder to shoulder. As long as they generally stay shoulder to shoulder,
you're allowed to.
Now, you come over their back at all,
they'll let some contact go. They just don't want it to be flagrant.
Yes, and that's one thing about high school soccer as well. It's very physical. You don't.
Right.
If you're not used to watching the game, there is a lot of physicality to soccer.
They prefer it to be above the waist. A little jostling with some hand plays fine with each other, getting, like you said, shoulder to shoulder. What they don't want to see is flagrantly kicking somebody or trying to trip them up. They'll call those mostly.
Right.
Beckley trying to set it up in their own backfield here. A little action going, bring it across midfield. So far, a couple chances for each team, but nothing brewing just as of yet. Again, they count the clock down in high school soccer. So if you're used to seeing the clock going up, it doesn't work that way. So we got a little less than 36 minutes left in the first half here.
And it generally runs.
Yes.
So if there's an injury or a penalty, the ref will stop the clock. I don't know if they They may stop on substitutions in high school soccer, but if you watch on TV, you'll notice that it doesn't stop at all.
Right, and then they add time at the end.
That's right.
Yeah, and
there's a corner for
Beckley. Shot a little too hot for the goalie, so it was off him, and we'll take it down to the far corner. And also in high school, it's worth noting, especially early in the season, for the safety of the players, sometimes if it's too hot, they'll do a water break.
That's right.
During each half as well. But I think there's some criteria that has to be met in terms of the field temperature and things like that. So we're ready for that. We can't guarantee that that'll happen, though. Here comes the corner from Beckley. And nice stop there by the goalie.
Casto snatches 99% of those high ones that come in on corners. He's really good.
Yeah, Seth Casto wearing number 0 on his bright yellow goalkeeper shirt tonight. Hurricane again trying to advance the ball, and that's off on Beckley, so Hurricane will throw it.
Here's Colt. Oh, see?
Yep, there you go.
Well, he got the ball back. Good work for him, then was fouled. Yeah, he had a tug there.
There was a little hold, yeah.
Shoulder to shoulder bodying out is permissible, but you grab.
You get a fistful of jersey.
Sometimes a shirt grab will get by as well, but if you stop the other player's momentum when you do that noticeably, then they're going to call the foul.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to be a little tricky and get them down lower, where they can't really see it. There's a lot of gamesmanship in
there
soccer.
Is both ways. And then you also have sometimes you have light touches, and the player goes down a little too hard to draw the foul.
The flop.
Yeah, flop, just like in basketball.
Blake Benson trying to get it in there.
Went long.
Easily cleared from Umberger. It's a race to see if he can get it before it goes out of bounds, and he did save it, but then I think, he did. He's still coming down the sideline. Nice play there from the Flying Eagles.
Beckley has a lot of speed with their forwards. They're getting ahead on these long balls behind the defenders.
Hagen Hall had it out front, but lost it, and again, that's a name that Hurricane fans will remember from last year in the last seconds of that.
I have nightmares over that name. Well, was it, if you're not familiar with the way it ended, soccer's different from football or basketball that we're more familiar with, maybe, where once the shot leaves your hand, the buzzer can go off. It's fine.
Right.
Football, once the play starts, you play till the play's over. Soccer, the ball has to cross the goal line before the time goes out. So you rarely have those last-second goals, and certainly not when it's tied in the state championship. And, of course,
yeah, and if
Hagen Hall scored with 3.5 seconds left.
3.5.
But you do, I think, sometimes you relax a little bit.
Right.
One team or the other, because you're not watching the clock as the player, but you've looked at the clock. When is this going to be over? And you get a little relaxed, and I think it's probably somewhat what happened to Hurricane there last year.
And things happen fast. So, I mean,
that's right.
You can get a pass, another pass, and a shot within a couple seconds. So,
sure.
If you have the ball out of midfield, you're thinking, okay, 5 seconds left, there's no way. But boom, 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 all of a sudden they're on you. Hurricane trying to get something going again. Again, Beckley in that 3-4-3, so they keep 3 defenders back. Trying to get something going out on the wing there.
Plays it back to the keeper. Yep. Good safe play.
As long as your goalkeeper's paying attention, right?
That's right. And you don't kick it over his head.
Right, or get a weird bounce.
Right. He's onside. See what he can do with it.
You got a shot just a little bit wide. Another decent chance there for Hurricane. I think. Was that Theo? Okay, that was 3. I couldn't tell if it was 3 or 8. That was Theo Carter on the chance there, just a little bit wide. Beckley now with the long kick back into the front court, or the front. Now you're the soccer expert. I'm saying front court like it's a basketball field out here. What on the pitch? What is it when you're in the other team's territory, so to speak?
Well, I don't know. There isn't a front and back.
It's just
what a shot.
Top shelf, a great shot there from Jonathan Scott, the senior, going top right, and not much you can do about that when he's got you point blank and he puts it in position like that. I mean,
it was a great assist. You drive the ball down there near the end line and then pass it back, and the keeper's he can only cover so much ground. Right. He's looking to the right, and it quickly goes, and then of course put it in the upper 90. They say
yes.
And good goal for Beckley. So Hurricane had a good chance there early, didn't capitalize. Beckley's had a couple chances and has capitalized. And last year in the state championship game, really Hurricane had one, maybe 2 goals they missed by hitting the post. So it's a game of inches as well, and 1 goal is so important.
So
I think the way it's going, we're going to see some more scoring.
Yeah.
But, you can – a 1-goal lead you can hold potentially.
Now, when you run a 3-4-3 like that and you are trying to play like defensive, is there there's not much more you can do to put any more players back there, right? I mean, I guess you could run a 4-2-4 or something like that.
Sure. Well, you could run a 4-4-2, but play them
right
4 across in the back. Like talking to Coach Bailey about Hurricanes formation, they run so 4 is the 4 players closest to the goalie, then the next 4 players, and then 2 players up top.
Right, strikers, midfield, defense.
But it isn't necessarily 4 straight across.
Right.
He's going to play more of a stack where the 4 in the back, the ones in the middle are in front and behind the other one, like a diamond almost.
Right.
So you can pull that back and put 4 straight across and be a little more defensive. And then the 4 mids, you can pull 3 or 4 of them back and play more defensively if you want to protect a lead. A 1-0 lead with 30 minutes left in the first half is not enough to.
Yeah, this could end 7-6 for all we know.
Now you get 10 minutes left, up 1-0. Then you might see some formation changes by Beckley and maybe a different style of play.
Yeah, best to just stay aggressive at this point.
Right. Yes. I mean, you got to figure with Hurricanes firepower, Beckley's figuring Hurricanes going to score a goal this game.
Right. So Tanner Scott with the goal right about at the 9-minute mark. 1-0 Beckley. They'll throw it in now. And again, we'll talk about these formations and the way that the players stack, but there's no if you're not familiar with the game of soccer, it's not like if you're a defensive player, you have to stay on this side of midfield. You can.
That's right. You can
go wherever you want. You just
run where you want as long but it's
just wait.
It is kind of a zone on defense in outdoor soccer.
Yeah.
You don't really play man to man. You might now if a team has a really strong offensive player, you might tell your center back, which is the back middle players, like just stay on that guy's shoulder or his back and don't let him turn, especially if you have a team that maybe doesn't have as good as support players.
Sure.
They're always looking to play to the sort of like double teaming in basketball. If they're going to throw it to Michael Jordan, get 2 guys on him and try and keep him from getting the ball.
So basically, if you're a defenseman, you end up way down on the other side of the field. You're not going to get a penalty, but you might get yelled at by your coach.
That's right. And, some formations, depending on the athletic ability of your players.
Yeah.
Sometimes in a 4-4-2, the outside wingers will have freedom to run all the way up the field. Yeah. And it's really about their ability to get back and their stamina, and making sure the other players know they're doing that so they can go back and cover their position.
We have a substitution. Matthew Kerrigan coming in. Now it looks like Theo Carter will come out. And that's another thing we can talk about in the high school game. The rules of substituting are a little bit different.
Sure. So if you watch soccer on the pro level on TV, you only get a certain number of subs. And I think it's 5 now. Actually, before pandemic, it was 3 normally. And then for whatever reason, they changed it to 5. There's a corner for Hurricane.
Yeah.
Corner for Hurricane.
But in high school soccer, you can sub. You only get certain stoppages, but you can sub in and sub back out.
Right.
So the coach can bring somebody out for a rest, coach them up, and then put them back in the game.
Harris Coulter is going to be taking this corner for Hurricane.
And that's the way it is in college as well. But the pro level, once you're subbed out,
you're out.
You're out. You're not coming back in. And you have a limited number of subs, so you got to – and that includes injuries.
Yeah.
Except for head injuries. You get an extra sub for a head injury in the pro level.
On the far post there – they had a good chance at it, but a little too high to get a good header there.
Put it back in. That's a good one.
Oh,
just misdirected it.
Nice chance there.
Is that Jack Willis?
That was Jack Willis, number 21, yeah.
He's not happy about that because that was a pretty good serve in. He probably needed to send it back to the far post, try to go to the near post. Again, that ball is coming fast and curving, so it's not an easy thing to do.
And, neither of these teams have had games to warm up against. To start off the season with this one, that's tough. I mean, this is about as good a competition you're going to get in West Virginia high school soccer.
It is. It's 2 slide tackles. That was Kobe Dillon, number 3, had the ball a minute ago. Then he lost the ball on a slide tackle, which was good. And you can generally slide through the other player as long as you get the ball first.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like it if you come from behind. That can be a problem, but.
And that's one of the tougher decisions is when you're trying to defend a play like that is if I make this slide, am I going to get to the ball first? Because if I don't and I knock out some shins.
Well, that or if you're just a little too slow because you're usually not always, but sometimes you're the last defender there when you're sliding. Well, if the player gets past you, then you're on the ground.
Yeah.
You know, you're not able to get up fast enough to defend. Beckley's got the ball.
Yeah.
Beckley's Hurricanes had a little more possession, I think.
Yeah.
But Beckley's possessing now, and they have a lot of speed up front.
Both teams seem to be challenging plays. There's not a lot of open field here. As soon as the guy gets a ball, there's someone usually on him. Hurricane now trying to advance.
Sends it this way, yep.
That was Stone Street that had it for a while there. Now over to Harris Coulter, number 4, the lefty. Back to Stone Street. Trying to center it. Oh, Willis with a little bit of a box out there, and then a nice play to get it to another shot maker. Oh. Nice chance there from Peyton Gum, one of the Gum brothers. That was just a little high. So we've seen a couple Hurricane shots go a little high. Again, that might just be little nerves, little
took
butterflies.
It from the outside of his foot. I think that's what Carter did earlier. It's a more difficult shot than kicking it from the inside of your boot.
Yeah.
Willis is really a big body when you look out there.
Yeah.
Jack Willis, we'll see if that, you can serve it up to the middle and he can kind of block out, get control of the ball, and then he can lay it off to either side. Oh.
Gum with the pass intercepted. Beckley coming the other way now, but Gum fights back and gets possession again. So here we come again. Oh. That was Connor Jackson. They're fighting for possession, but they're going to.
I think there was a pull there by Hurricanes. So that's a foul.
Turn it back over to Beckley. About 24 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Woodrow Wilson on a top shelf upper right corner. Great shot from Woodrow Wilson's Jonathan Scott at the 9-minute mark. But I'm with you, Tom. I think so far, if you had to add it all up, I think Huntington has possessed the ball for a little bit longer, and they've had more good looks. They just haven't had a chance to capitalize yet. Into the far corner, Kobe Dillon trying to track it down.
And generally you think pressure, and eventually you're going to get one in the goal. But and Beckley seems to be playing more of a long ball and countering. That pressure doesn't always work out in soccer.
Right. 26 and 31 coming in for Beckley. That's Drake Worley. This is number 26 tonight. And 31 is Miles Davis. I wonder if he can play trumpet.
I'll leave that to you to figure out.
Here's the throw in front of the goal. Oh, the goalkeeper's out of position. And we're going to get an easy one there. We're going to get that's a little mix up there, and I think that was Kobe Dillon that just found himself in the right place at the right time.
I missed that. Why Casto was out that far?
Yeah, he got a little greedy there, and once you're out of position with your goal, you're in trouble. And then as soon as Beckley could possess it, it was game over. So 2-0 now. As they get an insurance
That's one of those you hate
early.
to give up because it's kind of a sloppy play.
Yeah.
I don't know if the keeper went down or
it just looked like he came out. I think he misjudged something. He came out way too far, and it got away from him. And then Dillon was just right place, right time. The ball came right to him with no one in front of him. That's going to be maybe the easiest goal of the season for Kobe.
We'll see. This will test Hurricanes' mettle a little bit. You don't
now down 2.
You want to fight back on this. There's plenty of time left for them to score a couple goals. It will end in if it's a tie, it ends in a tie, I believe, during the regular season. So there won't be a overtime period.
It's going to be a foul on Beckley, so we'll come back the other way. What you want to do is fight that urge to think, okay, now we're down 2. Now we really have to press. I mean, you still have to play your game.
You don't want to get down yourself. You want to keep your head in the game. It's only 2-0, and you don't want to get overly aggressive and out of position because then you expose yourself again to another goal. And at 3-0, that's a much more difficult deficit to overcome. Little heavy touch there, but he defended well.
They're going to throw into Beckley on that one. This is Tyler Radford throwing it in. Back to Basconi. Quick pass back to Basconi and picked off by Hurricane. Then he got there was one where it looked like he did slide from behind, but not enough contact to call it.
No, he got most 90% ball, and I think they let that go.
Out to Willis, but picked off. Beckley back the other way. So Hurricane trying to get something going here. They're staying organized, but it's just Beckley's really aggressively fighting every kick, it looks like. Stone Street coming down the left side, trying to center it again to Willis, who again, like you said, Tom, gets that big body on him. He had it for a second, but then knocked away. Peyton Gum, a little dance work there, getting possession again. Are they going to call that one? Yep, they did call that one. So now we have an interesting situation.
Yeah, dangerous position for Beckley to foul just outside the box.
So they'll probably put a wall up.
And, of course, you can't be offside on a throw-in, but you can be offside on a free kick.
Right.
So it's like the Hurricane player standing back by the goalie.
He's got to get back up, right?
Yeah, he's got to come back so when the ball leaves the foot of the person
then
kicking
you
the
can
free
try to
kick,
outrun him,
yeah, you got to be even with the defenders until the ball leaves the foot of the person kicking the ball.
Let's see if he can bend it like Beckham here, right?
He might just take it on
– little curve shot.
I don't know. It's Harris. I think he's a lefty.
Yeah, he is.
So he could take it on the near post and try and bend it in. No, I think
Right
that's what he was trying to do.
maybe
he was indecisive because that would have been a good pass. It was to the right as well.
Yeah, right into the middle of the wall
got
instead.
A sub for Hurricane.
Yeah, this will be Luke Price coming in, and then Theo Carter coming back in.
Theo Carter coming in for number 7.
Gum and Willis will come off.
21, Jack Willis.
Those are two pretty good players to come off. I'd say Coach Bailey will give them a little
pep
coach up and then put them back on here before too long.
Yeah. 19 and a half minutes left in the first half. 2-0 Woodrow Wilson here on the pitch at Hurricane. Harris with another little chance there. Good
another
play.
Corner.
Yep, good play by Beckley to knock it away, but they'll have a corner kick. And now on the other opposite side, we'll see if they send the righty over. Then they do. I think that's Tanner Gum, the freshman, number 7. Over there in the corner.
I thought I saw him sub out.
Maybe he did come out. Tanner came out. Okay. Man, I need glasses, Tom. I'm telling you. I need to go to see my optometrist.
We all need glasses. We're at that age.
Nice chance there. Just
good feed. Just couldn't get it.
The wrong way off the head.
Back in. Is he onside?
I think they
let it
go.
They said he was onside.
So.
He just mishit it.
Yeah. Beckley on the counterattack now. Nice defensive play there from Hurricane. Regain possession of the ball. We'll see if they can get something going here.
That's where you got to be careful right there.
They're going to
keeper will grab that one.
Yeah.
Mr. Casto. Got a defender wide open here on our press box side. See if he. Nope, he's going to punt it long.
Boot it.
Off a Beckley player, I believe.
Yeah, we kind of lose track when we get down in there, that deep corner. The visitors' bench kind of has a roof angle that's not good for press box watching into the far corner. We're trying to. Off the monitor might be a little bit better here to see what's going on.
I think it's safe to say this press box wasn't built for a live TV broadcast.
Right. They didn't realize that, hey, Hurricane Soccer is going to be broadcast live here soon. We build out some infrastructure. Beckley coming the other way now on the counter. Good play there from Harris to kind of.
That's what you would do. You're just going to slow the guy down. Get in front of him, block him, slow the momentum. Everybody get back in position. Here's an opportunity.
They might have numbers if they hurry.
You should serve this in the middle.
Stone Street.
Almost a handball.
Oh, a little mishit there from the defender. A little sliver of an opportunity there for Luke Price, but he wasn't able to get on it. We'll come back the other way with a goal kick, and now 2 substitutions coming in for Beckley.
For Beckley, number 9 and number 10.
Belcher and Farg Harley back in. Fargali, I think we're going to go with. Fargali?
Fargali, yeah.
Ali Fargali?
Sounds good. Good soccer name.
Yes. Ali Fargali. There you go. But you're right, Tom. It does seem that Beckley's really trying to play that long ball, maybe use their speed to their advantage. But Hurricanes got speed too.
So
Jonathan
Fender had some time there,
Yeah.
and he just I think they're a little shell-shocked in the back, I think, for Hurricane. We'll see if they can calm down a bit. Their passes haven't been. Now here's an opening, good pass. See if somebody can get up from Hurricane to support.
Yeah, that's Connor Jackson there deep. Yeah, that's tough when you're double team like that because the only really opportunity there would be to win that and then try to center it.
Right.
Kerrigan on the throw-in. Over to Coulter. Now he's going to center it over to Benson. Back to Green. Intercepted there. Nice play by Beckley's defender there. That was Jackson Gray.
Offside. Beckley.
Yeah.
That was close. That was close. I saw the defender looking and hoping.
Yeah, and then the flag came up.
The flag came up.
But he's a big boy, that Jonathan Scott. A little bit earlier, they had to play right in front of us here in the press box. And you can see how big number 12 is. It looks like he could be a basketball player. He, of course, scored their first goal at the 9-minute mark. They followed up with a second goal from Gatorade Player of the Year, Kobe Dillon, and we're sitting at 2-0 Woodrow Wilson with 15 minutes left in the first half.
There's all kinds of forwards. It's kind of like running backs in football. You know, you can – somebody's a little shorter but quicker and faster, and then you have the bigger guys that can run through.
Fargali over to Scott. He's got another chance and a nice diving save there.
Good save by Casto there.
By Casto.
Just a lot of speed and power with Beckley's forwards right now.
Yeah.
If they get even with Hurricanes defenders, they seem to be getting the advantage most of the time.
Nice play come in there from number 10, Peyton Gum. Oh, wait, that was 10, Beckley. I'm sorry, excuse me. That was the white team. I'm used to thinking home white, but it's
right.
Opposite.
See if we – nope.
Again, these were the two teams that were in the title game last year, so it doesn't get much better than this. Of course, I would imagine Coach Bailey had wanted a little bit of a better start than being down 2-0 this early, but they've had their chances. Let's see if they can get something cooking here.
This is the kind of game you want early in the season.
Yeah.
Because,
nice move there from Connor Jackson, and he's inside the box still with possession, trying to find someone to help him out, and Beckley's going to be able to clear it.
You either build off this game if you win, or if you don't get the victory, you build to get better, and it's a long season.
Substitution for Beckley, number 7.
And there you have it. Will's right back in for Hurricane.
Right.
Number 21.
And Tanner Gum back in as well.
Yeah, they had about a 5-minute rest. He put him right back in.
Yeah, so subs for both teams.
We'll see if Tanner Gum can do something. I know Coach Bailey's really high on him. Of course, starting as a freshman.
Right,
on
a loaded team.
He's got a thin build. But that's what's really tough as a freshman, too. You can have soccer talent, but it's just so physical out here compared to middle school.
Again, you're watching HD Media's production of Hurricane Soccer, brought to you by Peyton Law. It's 2-0 Woodrow Wilson here on the pitch early on, though. Still 12 and a half minutes to go in the first half, so plenty of time left. And, Tom, it kind of just shows how small the margins are in competitive soccer. Hurricanes had a lot of chances. They've just been a little bit off.
Yeah, soccer is a game of inches. I mean, you hit a post twice like they did in the title game last year. One of those two go in, they send it to overtime.
Yeah, we're having a different
You're talking
conversation.
about missing a – here comes Beckley
Another
again.
chance here.
See if they serve it.
No. Never really had the angle there. Knocked away, and it will be a corner chance for Beckley. We've seen a few corners from Hurricane, not many from Beckley yet, though. We'll see what they like to run.
Yeah, was it a throw that they scored on earlier? Remember when Casto was out there? I think it was a throw-in.
Yeah, from the side. I think,
right.
over
If you
there.
get a strong throw-in can be
just as good, yeah.
Yeah, if you got a player that can really zing it to the middle of the field.
This is going to be Fargali from the deep corner. Everyone's crunched into that goal.
in.
Yeah, they're really up there.
Cramming in to see what happens.
Oh, wow.
That was close.
Yeah, that was – did that just kind of roll in front of the goal there?
It was hard to tell from here. I think it just rolled across the face of the goal.
Yeah.
And everybody was stunned just watching it.
So it stays 2-0. Casto will have a goal kick here.
Yeah, they're going to play it out of the back this time instead of kicking it long. Probably a good idea. Need to maintain some possession. Here we go. Coulter Sr. Just
I mean, let's be honest, though. Beckley, again, all of their defensemen are back from last year, and they had a really strong unit last year. So it's not like Hurricanes playing against,
come back,
minor league talent here.
So there he let him play on because they had the advantage. Once he saw Hurricane lost the advantage, he's pulling it back and calling the foul because the Hurricane player was grabbed.
Very similar to what you'll see in hockey with a delayed penalty, where if the team has the puck, even if there's a penalty, they'll let the play continue until they lose possession.
There's some discretion there with the ref. There's no set, they get 2 seconds to see how it goes. He can let it play a little bit and then call it back, which that one was about the outer limits, I think, when giving an advantage and then calling back to let them get the free kick.
And this will be the lefty, Harris Coulter, on the kick. We'll see what they run. Looks like someone lost the shin guard, so they're putting it back in. Now, last time he kicked it right into the middle of the wall. Let's see if he.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do. Now he's going to set it up, see if someone get a head on it, but they didn't.
No. Right to Doss, who made the easy play. And he'll roll it out to Fargali, and we're coming back the other way. They're going to call that one. Yeah. A little too much.
He got the ball, but too much body, and it was from behind.
Yeah. And that was Stone Street. Called for that one. Beckley will get possession here just shy of midfield line. 9:20 to go in the first half. 2-0 Woodrow Wilson. But again, you can't act like you're out of it because one goal and all of a sudden it's a different game.
That's right. 2-1 lead's the most dangerous lead in soccer, they say.
I always wanted to know who they was.
Right. Well, I just said it.
Yeah,
so.
right. Whoever they is, they have a lot to say about a lot of things. Here we go again. Harris now pushing.
They need to pass the – yeah, there we go. Pass it
Over
early.
to
They're
Stone
losing
Street
some of these individual battles when they're on offense. I think if they can pass a little quicker.
Open it up a little bit. Stone Street trying to center it. Far side. A little too much juice on that one. And Tanner Gum was not able to get to there to make a play.
Substitution number 26 coming in.
Beckley coming back with Worley. And another interesting little nuance about soccer is you'll see when the players substitute, they throw their little bench jersey at the next guy. When he comes off, he's got to put that on because when you're on the bench, you got to wear. You can't just sit in your normal.
You're warming up
jersey.
a lot of times, running along the sideline. It's to help the ref and the players differentiate between the bench players and the players on the field.
Nice play there by Benson to gain possession. Coming over to try to get to Stone Street, who
Nice
quickly
pass.
passes into Willis. They might have had a chance there.
What kind of
Willis
a bad touch there by Willis.
Couldn't control it on the touch. Here comes Beckley back the other way now.
That might.
Yeah, the pass wasn't entirely crisp enough, and by that point, Gum had gotten back to get in front of it.
Now, Hurricane has some space. They don't really have numbers. See if they can work with it. They can get it all the way across the field.
That's
so when the referee calls, the referee's part of the game, but when he causes a team to lose a possession, he does a drop ball back in favor of the team that had possession. So unlike basketball, it hits the ref, it's just a live ball, and that's it.
So there you go. Tom Payton dropping some knowledge as well as color commentary tonight on the HD Media High School Game Day Hurricane Soccer presentation brought to you proudly by Payton Law. Oh, man. Yeah, you got to be careful there. Harris has a chance here. And
there we go.
They're going to get a goal on that. There you go.
Yep.
I think they're letting that go. I mean, that was just basically the mirror image of what we saw on the last goal from Woodrow, where a little miscommunication, the goalie kind of got out of position, and before you know it, whoa! They're getting a little testy out there now.
Which you don't need to do in a high school game because the clock stops.
Right.
So what you'll see in the higher levels, the pros, is the team that's winning, if they get a goal scored against them, they'll slow walk the ball back to the middle. So Hurricane was trying to grab the ball and take it back to the middle, but it really doesn't matter because the ref has stopped the clock. So
that brings, in the pro game, it brings a whole can of worms into a lot of situations with teams that are trying to milk the clock, other teams are trying to, so with a stop clock, there's no need for any of that kind of extracurricular activity.
So it was kind of a sloppy goal, but they all count.
Yep,
so
they do all count. So that makes it 2-1 there. I saw Coulter was on the assist. I don't recall who
scored it.
Was able to get that in.
No. Always keep after it. Now the goalies get a little deference, so you hit the goalie, and they're more likely to give you a foul than contact with another player, and then they're careful about the goalie's hands a bit. Like if he had secured it in his hands, they're not going to let you kick the ball out even though he's on the ground.
Sure.
But it was still bobbling there, and nobody had full possession.
Right. Now, if I was at home watching our HD Media Game Day presentation of high school soccer brought to you by Peyton Law, I would be able to rewind.
That's right.
And I could watch the replay and figure out what went on. It looked like the goalie and his defender had a little miscommunication there, and it was one of those, I got it, you got it, we got it.
And then luckily the Hurricane player, I think it might have been Coulter, stayed after it, didn't quit.
It was in the right place.
That's why you run through them.
That was a Jack Willis goal.
Jack Willis on the goal.
Jack Willis on the
Getting
goal.
some help up here in the press box. So we had an assist from Coulter, goal by Willis, and we're at 2-1 now with 6 minutes left in the first half.
So we'll see if Hurricane gets reinvigorated here a little bit. They got 6 minutes to try and tie it up.
Ooh. Those are plays you got to be careful of, too, when you're running full speed into a goalie.
That's right. And if goalies know it's coming, they prepare for it. Sometimes you get knees up and things like that. And most of the time they'll protect the goalie on that. If there's a collision, they're going to call a foul on the
smart play there by Kerrigan and back it back out to Casto.
It's onside.
Willis is onside. He's got some space, but like you say, not the numbers. Let's see if he can make something out of this. Nice touch and go, but well defended by Beckley. Stays in possession of Hurricane, though. Stone Street trying to make a move around the corner here. Let's see if he can center it. He does, but again, the defender in a good spot there for Beckley. You can tell they're well coached, as is Hurricane. Both these teams do a really nice job of staying fundamentally sound despite the last two goals that we've seen. We're going to have that kind of
Woodrow's
stuff.
defense is impressive, but they're not really – I mean, our players aren't getting past them, and they're staying in good position.
Kerrigan on the throw-in. That'll be kicked back out and over the bench. So
another Hurricane
need a new soccer ball. That's Stone Street fighting for possession, but Beckley comes up with it. And a little heavy on that kick, so another throw-in for Hurricane.
I think Hurricane probably just needs to get it off their feet a little quicker when they're on offense.
Get into their motions a little faster.
Yeah, just get it off their pass the ball. 1 touch, 2 touch, pass it. They're a lot of seniors. They're skilled enough to connect their passes crisply rather than trying to beat a guy.
Right.
Because you might beat the first guy. You're probably not going to beat the second guy. You almost will never beat the third guy.
Fargali comes up with it. Over to Scott. Backs it out to Kobe Dillon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Kobe was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year. But I'm not sure he was a big goal scorer, which is good to show what a good overall soccer player he is.
Right. He wasn't just padding stats.
That's right. You can see he's got good size, mature player, senior this year, I believe.
Yep. Good
lost
play.
It there.
Yeah, good play there by Peyton Gum to come up with that one. And it looks like he just slipped there. I don't know. Did they call?
Yeah, they called it.
Okay.
Clipped him. Oh.
Kicked there by Connor Jackson, just a little wide.
Substitution, number 8 for Beckley.
Dylan Basconi will be back in. He started the game, then came off, and now is back in the lineup. About 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Now in a 2-1 game, which, as Tom has told you, is the most dangerous lead in the game of soccer. Now, danger can work both ways. Is it dangerous?
That's right. Well, Hurricanes got momentum the last few minutes. They're pressing with that momentum. Of course, that's one counter, and it goes the other direction.
Well, we don't have the official stats up here, but just from my own eye, it would seem like it's almost been like a 65-35 possession over on this side of the field. Hurricanes had the ball, it seemed, for most of the game. As you were mentioning, sometimes
he's onside.
Nice play there. And again, that was one of those where the Hurricane player was at Stone Street, stayed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
he almost got there.
Yeah, if the goalie had mishandled that or something, it would have been another easy try. Peyton Gum sending it back.
Here's what you haven't seen much out of, just passing the ball around, maintaining some possession back here. Things will open up.
Right, get the other team moving.
Yeah,
get things.
Press that one a little too much there.
That's basically the theory behind that kind of quick passing and making the ball move. You make the defense move, and then they can get out of position, and you find openings.
And being patient.
Right.
It's hard to be patient sometimes because you want to make that tight pass to get the run, and sometimes that works. But if you have the ability to pass it well, the skill to pass it well, you really want to have some patience when you have the ball.
We haven't seen as many of those long chances from Beckley. Early in the game, it seemed like they were content just trying to kick it down and getting some speed on the sidelines there. I don't know if that's a function of maybe players are a little bit more tired now late in the first half, or if Hurricane has just defended it well, and so they're maybe feeling them out, trying different things.
Pressuring them a little more. So they're just not getting as many chances.
Right.
I think probably the offensive players for Beckley are moving a little more defensive position, but you have the Gatorade Player of the Year standing right up at the top by himself. So,
nice play there by Stone Street, and again,
yeah.
You saw that indecisiveness. That's what led to that last goal.
So the ball has to be inside that big box before you can touch it. It's not where he is.
Right.
It's where the ball is. So you notice the ball wasn't bouncing into the box, so he couldn't grab it with his hands. He could have kicked it away. There was a little miscommunication with his field player, but
30 seconds left, so we'll see if Hurricane has one last chance to advance the ball here. Casto kicking it up. And I noticed under your breath you said careful there. That's a tough play when you're kicking it straight up the middle. You usually want those plays to go to the sides.
Be careful. You got to get it to your target, and you got to hope the player receiving it has a nice light touch and doesn't bounce it away from his body.
Right. Uh-oh. Again, things getting a little feisty here in the waning seconds of the first half. They're just going to let the clock run.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it. All right. We're going to tell boys, get to your locker rooms or get to your sidelines. Figure it out. We don't need this to turn into anything it doesn't need to be. So we have come to the conclusion of the first half. It's 2-1, Woodrow Wilson over Hurricane on the HD Media Hurricane Redskins Game of the Week presented by Peyton Law. And we'll be right back after this quick message.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
It's the saucy summer of barbecue at Tudor's. Tender pulled pork, smothered in 3 delicious new sauces. Sweet teriyaki, savory and thick. Carolina Gold, tangy and bold. Honey sriracha, hot and spicy. Topped with our creamy coleslaw. Sweet teriyaki, Carolina Gold, honey sriracha. Tudor's Biscuit World's pulled pork barbecue is bursting with flavor. Awesome sauce.
Calendar notifications, emails, texts. These are all distractions. They take your attention away from the road, away from stoplights, sudden braking, and unexpected hazards. Distracted driving is dangerous to you and others. And if you're caught with a phone in your hand, it will cost you a minimum of $100, or even worse, it could cost a life. Keep yourself and others safe on the road. You drive, you text, you pay. This message is brought to you by the West Virginia Governor's Highway Safety Program.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
It's halftime on the pitch at Hurricane High School with the defending champion Beckley, Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles up 2-1 over the Redskins in what's been a very entertaining first game of the season between these two teams that obviously know each other well and obviously are very good teams. Tom Payton joining us on the call tonight. Again, we can't do this without him, so thanks to Tom for his primary sponsorship of the HD Media High School Game Day Hurricane Soccer coverage, brought to you by Payton Law. Tom, what stands out to you in the first half?
Well, it's been what we thought it would be, which is an aggressive, well-played game. Woodrow's kind of taken advantage, I think, of Hurricanes' aggressiveness with the over-the-top balls and capitalized on one, and they just kind of had one of those sloppy goals on the second one when the keeper was caught out. And then Hurricane got one of those as well.
Right.
So now we're at 2-1 is
anybody's game.
Score we're familiar with because that was the final of the title game last year. So,
it was.
But I think watching this game, there's going to be some more goals scored in the second half. If I was a betting man, I would say. And it's been a nice storyline with Beckley taking the early lead at Hurricane and then Hurricane having to fight back.
Claw back, yeah. And they've had more chances. There's no doubt about it that we saw most of the action on Hurricane's side of the field in the first half and more shots on goal, more decent looks. But again, in the game of soccer, it doesn't matter how many shots you have. It matters how many go in. And Beckley, that first shot was just a well-placed shot by Jonathan Scott in the upper right-hand corner. Nothing much you can do about that. And then the teams both traded kind of sloppy goals, as you said, where the goalies seemed to be out of place. But we're set for another great second half here at Hurricane High School. 2-1 Woodrow. We're going to take another quick break because we're about 2 minutes out from the start of the second half on this HD Media Game Day presentation brought to you by Payton Law.
This is Tom Payton of the Payton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PaytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Geno's is spicing things up with 2 new specialty pizzas featuring our new hot honey sauce.
Our hot honey pizza is topped with red pepper flakes, sliced Italian sausage, jalapenos, and onions.
The sweet heat pizza features slices of Italian sausage, green peppers, and onions.
Both are drizzled with our signature hot honey sauce.
Hot honey, it brings the heat.
Sweet heat, the perfect balance of spice and sweet.
2 bold new flavors, available for a limited time at Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
Welcome back to Hurricane High School. Getting ready to start the second half of this HD Media High School Game Day production of Redskins Soccer brought to you by Payton Law. It's 2-1 Woodrow Wilson. They got goals from Jonathan Scott and Kobe Dillon in the first half to go out to a 2-0 lead. Hurricane countered with a goal in the 23rd minute from Jack Willis to cut that lead in half, and we begin the second half at that score, 2-1. And Tom, on a hot August night, endurance and being in shape is going to
Sure. You think about them being high school kids, they can run forever, but a lot of them have not subbed out or subbed out for very short periods of time.
Right.
And it's the first game of the season, so that kind of goes both ways. You really haven't had – there's nothing like playing a full game.
Sure. You can't simulate that.
That's right. And so this is the first game, so we'll see if that wears on them a little bit. I think Hurricanes – it's kind of harder to play running fast offense, the forwards, than it is to play defense. So I think we'll see if Hurricane gets a little – any stamina problems going forward. Look for hands on knees, hands on hips.
Right. Putting their hand up. Coach, just give me a quick one.
That's right.
But, we talked very, very early on about just soccer in general. And you look at it, and you mentioned it, international soccer. I mean, you go anywhere abroad, and it is the thing.
That's right.
And, you look at the U.S. men's soccer team, especially when you talk about the greatest teams in the world, they are never in the conversation. I mean, if they make it out of the round robin in the World Cup, it's considered
That's right. If they can get ranked in the top 20 in the world at any time by FIFA, the international rating agency, Hurricanes got to break away, but
Can he get there in time?
Will beat him.
No. Yeah, Dosk beat him to that one. So, in your estimation, is that just the way it is, or is there a problem with development in youth soccer in this country, or what is it?
Well, I think economics plays a bit of a role because baseball, basketball, football are so strong, and a lot of it's media driven and economics, and so you get into soccer, and I think it's more, to me, it's about educating people about the game, which is one of the reasons I like doing the streaming, because when you understand, first of all, it's easy to know the basics. Don't touch the ball with your hands. They got to kick it in that goal.
Right.
They got to kick it in that goal. But to understand the rules, which soccer rules are not that complicated. We're conditioned to American football. But if you were to go right now and know nothing about American football and try and figure out all the rules in American football, I mean, it would be much more complicated than learning the game in soccer. And soccer as well, you have, people then say, well, they don't score enough. But it's the individual battles that you watch on the field when you understand the game. And I think it's just I think it'll come around in
that
America.
Speaks to your point about Player of the Year, Kobe Dillon. He didn't score a lot either, but he was recognized as the best player in the state for all of the other things that he did. You
control the ball, you pass the ball.
And with soccer, as with any sport, it's got its own almost breath of life to it. It's its own motions, its own schematics, its own way of player movement that once you can understand that, I think you can have a better understanding and a better love for the game.
That's right. And I'll give you an example of Kobe Dillon. I read an article by his coach after the title game last year. He didn't give the assist. He didn't score the goal last second. But he was positioned on the field in a way to draw a different defender away from the player that scored the goal.
Right. So without him,
that was a really heady. He was doing that on purpose
possible
to draw, because he knew they would come towards him. You draw two defenders to him, and he knows he's pulling it away from the player that actually got the ball and the assist and scored. And that's
it's almost like a decoy.
Example. That's right. And that's why it's important when you don't have the ball to move and maintain your position, because it's not that you're going to get the ball, but you might be making a defender slide toward you, which leaves your other offensive player open.
Yeah.
See if Hurricanes had possession here in the second half thus far.
Yeah, so far it's a lot of what we saw in the first half with Hurricane kind of winning those 50-50 balls and gaining possession.
I really like the Willis kid. That size, I think, does well against – because Beckley, Woodrow's defenders are pretty fast.
Yeah.
You can get in there and body them out a little bit.
A little high on that one. Again, that's about the third or fourth shot from Hurricane that we've seen in that 15 to 20-foot range. That went a little too high.
That was an optimistic shot. little far out for my taste, but
just to feel out if the goalie's paying attention.
That's right. And maybe he caught something out of his eye and thought the goalie was out.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. The goalies creep up a little too far, and that ball goes faster through the air than you think.
Yeah. Played back to
It's hard
Casto
to run backwards.
over the freshman, the younger gum.
Yeah, let's see. They got him playing defense now, and he was playing
it's funny because when you look
mid.
I know they're not twins, but when you look at 7 and 10, the Gum brothers, just from behind, they look almost identical.
Right.
It's like the same frame, the same build, same height. There we go. Okay. Another chance here.
Ooh, good defense.
Yeah.
And a foul on Hurricane. Doesn't hurt to foul. When you lose the ball down there as an offensive player, you just want to do.
Yeah.
A foul doesn't hurt.
No,
down
it
there.
almost can help because you can get everyone back in position.
That's right, and you have nothing to lose at that point.
And that was number 9, who Luke Price didn't start the game, but he's starting the second half here for the Redskins.
Hurricane throw.
So, again, we're talking about you educating people and getting people to understand the game. On throw-ins, what's the margin there of where you can run and how much movement you have? And do you have to have both feet on the ground?
Yeah, you have to have both feet on the ground. You can drag a foot, so you can run and then drag a back foot. How far you can move up? I mean, you're supposed to throw it in from
Official's
the same
discretion.
spot where it went out, but there's a lot of discretion.
Yeah.
Less discretion in high school, I think, than you see on, like, the pros playing on TV. But you might get 10 yards either way, throwing it in.
So if it's an illegal throw-in, you just lose possession?
You lose possession. If you throw it and it doesn't go in at all, which sometimes happens, then you rethrow it.
Okay.
So if it
like it comes out of your hands or something?
Yeah, or you throw it down the sideline and it doesn't go all the way onto the field and then spins out. And there's no offside on throw-ins. So if you're throwing it in down near your opponent's goal, you can have your player stand in an offside position, and it will not be offside.
Jonathan Scott with the ball. The big
boy
in the middle.
Kind of a miscommunication with the Hurricane players.
Yeah, nice play there by Harris Coulter. Let her break it up.
Gets Dillon with the ball, yep.
I've noticed the Beckley defense, the defenders come up a lot to challenge those balls. If, as you were mentioning earlier, if there's a mistouch or if it somehow gets by you, that could create some opportunities behind them.
Yep, that's just what you were talking about right there. There goes the defender.
Yeah, that's Jackson Gray all the way down.
Good defense there.
Yep.
Shut down the angle.
Yep, and now that's a long run back for Gray.
He's young. He can do
it. Yeah, exactly. I get tired just watching these kids.
Is it a Beckley throw? Or a corner?
Yeah, that's the one spot on the field that's blocked out from our cameras and our vantage point here in the press box as well. But it looked like it was a throw.
Mm-hmm.
Beckley trying to set something up. Back into the corner there to Belcher. Trying to center it. Nice play there from number 39, Connor Price, to break that up. Back out to Belcher. Still with possession in the deep corner.
Throw for Hurricane.
Up quickly. And, little contact there, and they're going to call a foul. That was Connor Jackson pleading his case, saying that he was pulled down.
All right, we got the younger gum with the free kick.
.32 minutes left in this one, 2-1 right now. Woodrow Wilson with the lead. They had a 2-goal lead early, but Hurricane has sliced that in half. And now the younger gum with the ball. Tanner over to, you don't see Harris Coulter misplay that very often.
No, he got by with it.
Yeah.
Turn probably didn't know the defender was there.
Over to Willis. Man, you called it right away. The size of Willis. He uses his upper body a lot.
I think you want to get him the ball in the middle and then let him serve it out to the side to the other players.
Use him almost as like a pivot.
That's right. We've seen some possession kind of change here, I think, in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Beckley's had the ball more than Hurricane. And there you see.
Yeah, that was Kobe.
He called it.
Yeah, a little too much from Kobe Dillon.
Yeah. Get your arms away from your body. Push. Like if he would have kept his arms near his body, he probably could have got that ball with his shoulder. But extending the arms to push, that was the end of it.
Deep kick from Casto. Beckley coming the other way. So the leagues that you play in, Tom, you mostly do indoor soccer?
Yeah, I've done outdoor as well over at Shawnee. But we play over at Quantum Sports here on Wednesday nights. And it's a over 30 league where they let a few over 25-year-olds play with us. But it's good exercise and get some competition. And, of course, I'm getting older.
There we go. Jack Willis. Can he beat him to the spot?
He's got the ball. He needs to pass it. Oh.
Yep. Heads-up play there from the Beckley defender who saw what was going on. He kind of backed up off of it.
Foul in a dangerous position.
Yeah. It was a foul there for sure.
Willis had an opportunity. He needed to put a little more pace on that ball to get it past the defender.
Yeah. The defender definitely was in a precarious position and made the right play to get back, and then there wasn't enough gusto, so to speak, on that pass. Easily picked off, and then Luke Price there drawing the foul. So now Harris Coulter, the lefty, with another opportunity here.
Let's see if he doesn't go for one of the corners here.
Yeah.
If he can get it over the wall, if for a lefty, it's easier to bend it from left to right.
Right.
Or take it on the ground right of the wall. No,
Good shot off the
crossbar.
top crossbar. Wow. He did exactly what you said. He almost got it to drop in there.
Yeah, he did almost what I said. Put it in the middle of the goal. He needed to put it in the right corner. But that was a great attempt.
Yeah. Casto not kicking it back up.
Careful. You got to be careful.
Connor
Drop
Price
it in the middle.
trying to get it through two guys. Yep. No, another chance, but an easy roller there. The Casto will clear. Yeah, that's exactly what you mentioned in the first half when you're coming right up the middle. If you don't possess it cleanly, you can get into some trouble there.
I have a conservative viewpoint. If you get the ball in the box on defense, rarely, unless there's nobody around for their team to send it back to the middle. That's going – nope.
They're going to let that go. He was just standing there.
I would have probably – that was a close one.
Yeah. Fargal, he can't believe it. He's like, he basically just windmilled me, but it looked like Tanner Gum was just kind of standing there.
Number 16, Nile Green.
Beckley coach does not agree with the no call on that one.
Yeah, that was that one could have gone either way. I think the ball was gone by the time the contact happened, and there wasn't. You're right. There wasn't much movement by the defender to go towards the offensive player.
Yeah.
Now, it looked bad.
Yeah.
Went up in the air, and that just because it looks bad doesn't mean it's a foul, though.
Yeah, it's almost like in basketball. If you go in for a layup and you shoot the ball, and then coming down, you run over somebody that's just kind of standing there in the lane. A lot of times I'll just let that go. So we got about 28 minutes now left in this one. At what point does it become, okay, we got to maybe change things up a little bit to even this up?
Watch, Dylan.
Nope.
Good play by the defender.
Casto will clear it with a long kick.
He's got a big leg. But I think certainly over the last 10 minutes, possession has kind of shifted to Beckley. And I don't know.
Well,
it seems like Hurricanes doing more of the long ball to a certain extent.
Right.
It could be saving some energy.
Are they?
Yeah, penalty. So when you foul another player inside that big 18-yard box, the other team gets what's called a penalty kick, which is goalie versus offensive player one kick. So I don't know what the percentage of makes on these are, but it's pretty high.
It's tough. You basically have to guess.
As a defender, you really have to tiptoe when you're playing defense inside the 18 box.
Yeah.
Because the offensive players know that if you touch them, they're going to go down because that's draw the foul. Yeah. And that's, that it was far away to see how much contact was made there. I don't see a lot of arguing from the Hurricane players, so it probably was a solid foul.
This will be Kobe Dillon on the try.
And the keeper generally, it's a guess for the keeper.
Yeah, you just have to dive one
left,
way or
right, or stay and hope you get it.
Oh, wide left. He missed it.
Yeah. Off the
left
upright.
Upright, yep. Wide left, off the upright. Doink.
So Hurricane got by with one there.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was a pretty clear foul. They weren't arguing it. And then, as you could see, if that ball would have been 12 inches to the right,
it's an easy goal.
As big and as wingspan as Casto has, he wasn't going to have a chance to get a hand on that ball.
So we stay 2-1 with 27 minutes left in the game. And, yes, it has been a tale of two halves. The first half, the possession was dominated by Hurricane. It seems to have flipped here in the second half. A lot of the action we're seeing on Beckley's side of the field. That was Dylan Bisconi trying to make a move there for Beckley. Clear back out.
Carter.
To Theo Carter. Got it right side of the goal trying to.
Just a little too deep.
Yeah,
needed to be a little farther away from the keeper.
Yeah. That was kind of like one of those in the middle. Was it a pass? Was it a shot?
It could have been some indecisiveness on his part because that should have been a pass and should have been a little farther out from the goal.
Here comes Dylan now down the right side. He's got Basconi open if he can clear it to the center.
Foul on Beckley. Yeah, so he's kind of. But like I said, offensive player on the other end of the field, he's got nothing to lose there. Yeah. If he happens to get by with a bump and wins the ball, he might have a goal. Shot, otherwise, it's just a free kick for the opposite team. Are they giving him? No, I don't think they're giving him a card.
No. I think the referee's just telling him, don't let this get too out of control here.
Yeah, he pretty much did a
little chirping, but nothing.
He did a shove in the back when they were going full speed. That's a little dangerous play.
Beckley seems to be content to just kind of like clear those. They're not really trying to possess them in their own side of the field. If the ball comes in, the defender usually just kind of just kicks it up. That might be one of the reasons why we're seeing so much possession in this side of the field, on Beckley's side, in the second half. They're not really dancing around there with the ball in the backfield.
No, but they're possessing on Hurricane's side of the field, and here we go again.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous one here, too. Because
Argali's still got it.
Now, this is where, so you got to be careful as Hurricane. Don't foul him inside the box.
He just tried to clear it to see if somebody was there, and it was a Hurricane defender. Now we'll come the other way, and it does seem like players from both sides are a little bit slower than they were in the first half, so maybe that getting a little bit tired here. Nice little kick save there to get to defend that pass. Fargali fighting in the corner there. Little bit of a shove there from Connor Jackson, but and again, too high.
Yeah.
Jack Willis back in. Luke Price will come off. He played the first 15 minutes here in the second half after not starting the game. Casto with the lefty kick over to Tanner Gum. Quickly up to Jackson, who then comes up to Willis, see if he can beat a guy. This is where you need to win those one-on-one matchups.
Right. Screened him out. I don't think he has the speed on the defender. He's got the strength.
Nice play there, but Jackson Schroeder just kind of holding his ground and then poking it away. Hurricane still trying to keep it in their own end, but Beckley trying to clear it. They'll come out close to midfield.
Plenty of time. Needs to be a pass to feet. There we go.
Yeah, it's Blake Benson sending it up.
Yeah, bad touch there, but recovered.
Gum. The lefty. Right on the little easy save there from Bryson Doss.
I'd like to see maybe one or two more passes there. They had control of the ball. They connected 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
He's a shooter, but, that's outside the 18-yard box, and you got 2 or 3 of your teammates in the center of the pitch.
Yeah. That takes discipline, though, right? Because, when you're a young kid, you see an opening, you're like, I can get there, I can do it. And,
well, you don't have it's bang, bang, bang,
right?
Because you don't have time to sit there and decide,
right?
It's instantaneous instinct almost.
Casto clears it up to midfield. There are a lot of players walking around now. There's not as much running again.
Oh, great
nice
defense.
Play there. That was the freshman Gum with the nice save there, or defensive move to kick it away. Oh. I don't know if he meant to do it, but it turned out into a nice situation there for number 7, Hagen Hall. Trying to get a shot on goal, or was that a pass? One or the other, but it clears past the end line, so that'll be a goal kick. A shout out to everyone watching us from down in Beckley. Watching their Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles take a 2-1 lead against Hurricane here with 22 minutes left. And again, number 7, Hagen Hall, they've probably built a statue for him down there after that goal with 3.5 seconds left.
Tanner Gum coming out, number 10.
But we appreciate everyone tuning in. We can't do this without your support as well. We can't do it without the support of Tom Payton, who is our primary sponsor on the HD Media High School Game Day soccer coverage, brought to you by Payton Law. And we don't just do soccer, Tom. We got a whole slate of football games coming up, too, starting next week. So hdmediagameday.com is the place to go to see all your high school athletics throughout the season. Live streamed for you, and it's free. Just go to hdmediagameday.com.
Yeah, it's real easy. Obviously, people that are watching this broadcast already know, but, I just downloaded the HD Media app on my smart TV. So I can watch them on the regular big TV. You don't need a computer or your iPhone.
Well, but the thing is, it's
free.
We're moving. Yeah, the best thing is it's free, but we're moving away from the app now. So we're actually just going to our website, the hdmediagameday.com. But you can still do what you're saying. You can still put it on your TV. You just
Here goes Beckley's
Jonathan Scott, the big guy.
got it in dangerous territory, lays it off.
Connor Jackson.
Stayed in.
Yep.
It's a dangerous spot for Hurricane.
Diving save there from Casto. Yeah, that was reminiscent from a couple goals in the first half where there was, just get it down in there, get the ball close, and then see what might happen. Because if the goalie and the defenders aren't on the same page, sometimes
there's something to that. Get the ball in the box, and good things happen.
Yep, just try to get chances up. Now some substitutions coming in. 9,
Hurricane 29.
Alex Belcher, and 31
Coming in.
is Miles Davis coming in for Beckley, and 29 Matthew Kerrigan coming in for Hurricane. Niall Green coming off.
So we got 20 minutes left. One goal difference. I'd say the next 5 minutes or so, we're going to see a little more press from Hurricane. Which can expose you on the back, but lose by 1, lose by 2, it's still a loss. So.
Oh, is he onside?
Yes, he is.
That's Kobe Dillon.
Didn't get there in time, did he? Yes.
You're going to give him
corner?
Yeah. All right. So it was poked away by the defender.
Corner for Beckley.
Can't see who that is over there. But we'll see it as it comes in. And they're pressing up against the goal. Oh, swing and a miss, but then they finally recovered, and that'll be a goal kick for Casto.
I think they really got to try and feed Willis the ball and then let him lay it off to somebody on the wing.
Right, like station him in the center
it seems like
there.
their most effective play so far on offense.
Yeah. See where this bounces.
But, in the back, that's a foul.
Yeah. It was like the forearm shiver to the back there. They got him. Harris Coulter down for a couple seconds. He's back up now, though.
Let's see what they do here.
Coulter
Now you
will
can
take
pass
the kick.
this and set play, or you can. This is close enough. They can send it right in the box to see what happens.
Yeah.
See if something good happens. Looks like that's probably what they're going to do. So you want to get this, far enough out from the keeper that he can't come up and grab it or punch it away, but far enough where your players can get a shot at it.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little too high again.
Took the volley out of the air. Those are
Luke Price.
That was a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
But those are, you have to be real precise on that. Get it to spin back down into the goal.
Well, Peyton Gum will come back in.
Gum coming in.
And it looks like they're going to give Harris a little bit of a breather. And I would expect, Tom, that this will not be the last that we see of Harris Coulter. He probably will take a quick
he'll come out and get
breather.
a breather. You can see the legend Coach D'Agostine down there give him a little talking to. So I'd say he's going to get Coach up and be back in within 3 or 4 minutes.
Fighting for possession near midfield. Hurricane coming away with it. This is Gum on the counter. Sending it out to the corner there. I believe that is Kerrigan or Jackson. Is it 26 or 29? Connor Jackson. Beckley with a nice defensive play. Now they're coming on the counter. Oh, little collision. Did they say incidental or did they call something there?
Nope, foul on Hurricane.
Oh.
I thought the Hurricane player got the ball first, and that
Yeah.
was probably a fair play, but I'm
That was
not the
Peyton
referee.
Gum. I'm with you on that. It looked like it was
'Cause we got
probably
that-
close enough to let it go, but
We're 50 yards away and
Yeah.
don't have the angle maybe. But, yeah, it looked like the Hurricane player hit the ball first and just kind of went through the Beckley player, which normally wouldn't be a foul, but maybe been something else there we couldn't see.
a little less than 17
No, they're
minutes
putting it
left
in the
this
box.
one.
See what
There we
happens
go.
here.
Yep, just
Oh, come on, clear it.
Yeah,
good play.
good
from-
defense.
Yep. You don't want to get too. On a play like that, just get it out, right? You don't want to get too cute. That's out of bounds. Throw in for Beckley. And now more substitutions. Fargali coming back in.
Number 10.
Miles
Beckley
Davis
coming
out.
in. Number 8.
Number 8, Dylan Basconi back in. Jackson Gray It's going to throw it in here on the near side. Up to Kobe. Yeah, you can. If you just isolate on Kobe Dillon and just watch him play, you can tell that the guy's got a lot of miles on. I mean, he's been playing soccer for a while. He knows what he's doing out there.
He's a mature player.
Yeah, it's that second, third level stuff that sometimes separates you from everybody else. Back into the far corner now as they fight for possession.
He misplayed it as we were. Cue him up to misplay it as we're praising.
Broadcaster jinx, right?
That's right. See what Hurricanes do here. They got some space.
Gum trying to bring it up.
Needs to pass the ball. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, where sometimes the right play is not to be the hero and just get rid of the ball and try to move it around. You can't fight through 2-3 guys. Looks like somebody's down there. We got an injury on the field.
Cramp, looks like.
Yeah. Is that Peyton Gum? No, Peyton's over here. Can't see a number from this far away, but yeah, they're lifting the leg up. That looks like cramps. Yep. Connor Jackson, 26. Yeah, he just cramped up. Get him a banana.
Yeah, a little tussle for the ball there, trying to block each other out, and probably just had a calf cinch up on him with a cramp.
So the clock has stopped with 15:10 left. Now they put 9 seconds back on the scoreboard, so 15:10 left in the second half. 2-1 Woodrow Wilson. You're watching HD Media's presentation of high school game day soccer, brought to you by Peyton Law. There you go, Harris back in. I think he was out for 2 minutes of game clock, so right about what you said. 3 minutes in real time.
Yeah, get in the 15-minute time frame. You're down by a goal. It's kind of time for Hurricane to start pressing up a little bit. So you might see the fourth defender press a little farther up, or the midfield maybe play a little more up, so that way they can get those loose balls and keep them on this end of the field.
And will we be able to see that happen by a substitution pattern? Will there be a specific player that comes in that's more of a striker than a defender?
Could be. Or sometimes if you play, you're faster or stronger. And it's just like anything else. You can play defensively or offensively, and some coaches will play their faster players on defense.
Sure.
And then you get in this situation, maybe you shift them up. Because ultimately any player can play any position, but here we go.
Nice little run. Oh!
Great stop by the keeper.
Yeah, that was a great play by the goalkeeper.
Well-timed slide.
Got me choked up on that. Good defensive play by Beckley, and now they're coming on the counter, and it looks like they might have numbers if they hustle. They got players on both wings. Players putting their arms up in the middle of the field saying, center it, center it.
That may be offside.
Right in on the goal, but diving stop there from Casto. Yeah, it was close. It was close. It looked like the far referee was thinking about putting the flag up.
Mm-hmm. They got a little discretion there. If it's bang bang and the goalie gets it, they don't necessarily have to call. It's not like a foul in basketball. Like it's called every time.
Sure.
So they get a little discretion. Say, well, Hurricane got the ball anyway. We'll just let it play, even though it was offside.
Back up to Gum. See if he can do something with it here.
They got some numbers up now.
Yeah. Just didn't seem to have anyone in position.
He had a player in the wing and decided not to go to him. Well, that was a great defense by the Beckley player.
Yeah.
Number 9.
That was Alex Belcher.
Yeah.
Trying to clear it down in the corner to Stone Street.
Too much.
Yeah, a little too much juice on it. 13 and a half minutes and counting. And, you talk about the referee's discretion. In high school soccer, what the referee calls stands. There's no going to the, what is that, the
replay.
And
That's right. There's no video.
It takes 10 minutes to see if
there's no VAR,
yeah.
video assisted review.
Yeah. If
And
there was
we
a
don't have
toe
goal
that was
line,
offside.
we don't have goal line technology and that kind of thing. Now, he can consult with the two refs on the
Maybe they
outside
saw
are called
something.
ARs, assistant referees. And, of course, mostly they guard for offside. But they can also flag for fouls. But ultimately the center ref calls the foul and calls offside. He can overrule the assistant referees. But he can also meet with them about a call that he maybe didn't see so clearly, like whether a ball crossed the line in the goal or not. Yes. And then after conferring, he can clarify his call. But there's no instant replay in or video-assisted review in high school soccer at this point. Might be coming one day.
Who knows?
Problem is, I think you generally have to do it for all the games.
Yeah.
And, it'll be – while some schools may invest in it.
Yeah. Sounds like we're setting up a
schools
video-assisted replay brought to you by Peyton Law.
Yeah. Well, that if they have that option, I'll think about it.
Yeah. When your team gets burned a couple times, that's when it starts,
That's right.
becoming.
But it is in the pro level, and whether you're offside or not can be a matter of inches.
Yeah.
If your shoulder is an inch, because they can see,
or just like a toe. I mean,
that's
it's
right.
crazy.
That's right. It's laser perfect. Hurricanes going to have a
Knocked
throw
away,
on the Beckley side, so we'll see if they go for a long ball and try and throw it in the box or drop it.
They
Nope.
just dropped
Quick
it,
throw. Player needs to
dancing
get
around
rid
a
of the
little bit,
ball.
right?
He did. Well, but yeah, under pressure and misplayed it.
Yeah. A lot of the Hurricane coaches shaking their head. I think they're on the same page with you. A little too much dancing there, not enough movement.
And, down 2-1, getting into the last 10 minutes, you'll see maybe more pressing, too, by players trying to beat the defenders with the ball.
Yeah. Harris Coulter was just there at midfield kind of crouching over. Looks like either he's cramping up or, he's pulling up his toe now. Yeah. It's going to be a battle of attrition now. First game of the year, late August. It's still 80 degrees out there. They've been running around for 60 minutes.
Another thing to think about, we're going to have the broadcast tomorrow night of Hurricanes. Well, they got to play another game tomorrow, which is almost unheard of to play
back to back
2 games in a row. I mean, it's against St. Albans, my alma mater, the Red Dragons. But St. Albans traditionally lately hasn't been real strong in soccer, so I figure that's part of Hurricanes' plan was play the more difficult game this evening, and then if things go as they hope, it'll be more of a lopsided game tomorrow.
Sure. And now everyone from St. Albans who might be tuning in to get a scouting report is like, oh, that Tom Payton's giving us no credit. He went to school here.
I'll give him. The Red Dragons get plenty of credit. They just, from me. But it is what it is. Yeah. And I would love to see the St. Albans get better at soccer. It's just tough. And, it makes it tougher, football, basketball, with the transfer rule that the legislature passed. And because I think that is a snowball effect for the schools that have been more successful. And so it just kind of builds on itself and makes it real difficult for a team that's gotten behind the ball a little bit on the transfers.
Nice play there from Castro just to get it out of there. There was a play developing down there, and he was doing what you were talking about, Kobe Dillon. Just stay with it, stay on it. Something might happen, and it got a little loose there at the end, and Castro said enough of this. He just kicked it out, so it'll be thrown for Beckley here near midfield with just about 9 minutes left.
Now Hurricanes looks like they've moved the freshman Tanner Gum up to the top. I know Coach Bailey's high on him. We'll see if he's got some – he's played all over the field.
Nice play there from his brother to keep it in, and then he cramped up as soon as he made that kick.
Yeah. You can see from here that hurts.
Yeah.
Ball in the calf.
Are they going to not do anything?
So play continues 11 on 10
He's off
right
the
now.
field, so I assume the referee in high school does not need to stop play since he's off the field.
And now they might since
yeah,
it's
now
out of bounds.
they're stopping the clock, the injury, and then probably will permit a sub.
There's a nice fancy play there on the sideline to save it. The ball hit him in the exact wrong spot and immediately cramped up. Yeah. Giving him some fluids, stretching it out, seeing what they can do. And in the meantime, Jack Willis is back on the field.
21, Jack Willis coming in.
So you got Willis up top. You have Tanner Gum, the freshman, up top as well. He's played all over the field. He started out in midfield, and then he was playing right defender part of the second half.
And now he's up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can what he can do with the ball on the top.
So it looks like they're going to go with Coulter, Willis, and Gum as the three up top.
Mm-hmm. Throw in for Beckley, throwing it in the box.
Little header. Oh, that was dicey. Still not clear yet, and now Casso wraps it up. That ball was loose for a long time there.
Yeah, it was a kind of a half bicycle kick there. He didn't catch it clean.
Unicycle. Long ball, no one home. Beckley will get to it first. And you can see on the Hurricane side, any ball now, they're pressing up a little bit on.
They've only got 3 back.
Yeah.
They're no longer, well, they maybe have 4 back at times, but.
Yeah, that fourth is kind of like not all the way back.
But they're pressing up too.
Yeah.
So then you have a ball like that goes over the top for the keeper.
Now's when the strategy really starts to kick in. 7.5 minutes left. Hurricane needs a goal. Beckley trying to protect that lead. Harris Coulter with a nice play. The lefty centering it up now. Again, that was just maybe one more pass there to get it over to.
One touch too many, and then the defender got on the back of the other player. Oh, here's.
Uh-oh, he's got a breakaway.
Dylan on the breakaway. I believe he is on.
Great play by Casto.
Good play by the defender to catch him, and great stop by Casto.
Yep.
Strong hands. That one could easily have gone through the hands.
That defender just to get on him, just to make it not a clean shot.
Now, Hurricane's going the other way with some momentum.
Here's Jack Willis.
Just passed it behind him.
Yep. Kept in there.
Nope. Then we have a Beckley player down with a cramp.
Yep. And they're going to let them play on. Jack Willis trying to center it. Theo Carter centering it over to Harris Coulter. Makes a nice move on the defender. And he'll have a shot. Just a little high. That's been the name of the game so far for Hurricane. Just not enough. The last one, when it went off the crossbar, was probably the best chance they had to tie it.
It was. That was a far, it was outside the 18 box, a little optimistic, but he had it on his strong foot running with it, which gives you a chance to really put some velocity on the shot. But you got to get it on goal.
Yep. I think that's Stone Street over there in the far sideline. Luke Price lost it. Now we're coming the other way. They'll keep it in the front court or the front field.
A little much. Hurricane just hadn't had the ball in Beckley's box very much in the second half. And I almost want to see him, quicker passing is one thing, but maybe just try and send it into the box with a runner. Yeah, see if anything will happen.
Get something in there other than those 2 really good chances from Harris Coulter. He's saying it's not winding.
Oh, it went from
signal. Yeah, the little problem with the scoreboard, the referee looking up in the press box, asking the scoreboard operator to run the clock, but it appears to be something. It's not user error, I'll tell you that much. It's a signal problem, I think.
Equipment malfunction.
Yeah.
So I think the ref keeps time on his wrist, so he can come up here and we can get it straightened out.
5:45.
Yeah, it's at 5:05 now. He's saying to reset it to 5:45 on the clock.
So I'll add 40 seconds. So we'll take this time to once again tell you that all of our soccer games this year, HD Media Game Day coverage is presented by Peyton Law. And Tom's kind enough to come out for this great first game of the year to be on the call with me. And you get Michael Sussman back tomorrow. We'll be right back out here on the pitch. I don't think Tom will be able to make it out tomorrow as well.
I can't make it tomorrow, but I plan to come to 3 or 4 more games.
Perfect.
If you guys will have me.
Yeah, you don't even have to just come to Hurricane if you want.
That's right. So we got, I think,
GW games, South Charleston.
And Herbert Hoover.
Hoover.
Yeah, home games. And I think last year we also sponsored the girls' soccer.
We do have girls' games on
which
the
I'm really proud that we're doing that too, because those are excellent athletes. They work hard.
Yes.
And
well said.
It's good to do the girls' games as well. And I think for family members, extended family and things that can't maybe get out to a game, it allows them to see their grandkids or their nieces and nephews play.
So the scoreboard has malfunctioned, so they're going to be keeping time on the field with the referee. But there was 5:45 left, and we'll do our best to try to keep time up here for you as well. It's 2-1 right now. Woodrow Wilson with the lead. Hurricane trying to tie the game in the waning moments.
Hurricane got it in the box. I think that's a goal kick.
Yeah.
Good defense there. The defender got in front of the offensive player and was able to block it and ricochet the ball back off the offensive player to get it out for a goal kick rather than a corner kick.
Right. Ooh, a little fighting there in the midfield. It definitely
going to be a foul on Hurricane, yeah.
Definitely looked like Blake Benson kind of just bear hugged him and pulled him down.
Another thing, when there's a foul on the other team, the team that's kicking the ball has the option for a fast start, like you saw right there.
Right.
Put the ball down as long as it's not rolling. They can play. You don't have to wait for a whistle. Hurricane's got the ball back in the box.
Nice.
Kept it in.
Yeah, nice play by the defender, as you said, to not get too handsy with him there, because like you said, you don't want to give the referee a chance to make that call.
Went off ahead of the Hurricane player, but
Center
it worked
again.
out.
Man,
Coulter
had it
in
there
the
for
box.
a second. Benson fighting for it.
Good battle down there.
You can hear the Beckley coach yelling, "No fouls." And that'll be out of bounds.
Either out of bounds or
I think
Beckley's
Beckley
ball.
Throw. By my clock, we have about 3.5 minutes left. But I don't
think
know if
that
that's
was a
official.
foul. See if Beckley gets a free kick here. Yes.
Bring it all the way up. Here's Coulter fighting for it, and Benson comes up with possession. Beckley now really sagging back on defense. Looks like they got 6 guys back there. And Fargali bringing it up to Vasconi. Nice moves. Gets it all the way in the box, and then it's finally cleared out, and that'll be a throw in, I think. Or did it? Yeah.
Throw for Beckley. Tough call there for the defender. Needed to get rid of the ball. I think maybe the keeper might have been able to call him off and get possession. Because the clock is not stopping right now.
Right.
So as they walk to the ball, they're walking rather slowly. For Beckley.
Gingerly.
I think within the last 5 minutes they will stop it for subs, but they don't stop it for throw-ins or free kicks.
Well, Hurricane now with possession, and we will have a substitution as Peyton Gum seems to have worked out the cramp. He'll come back in for his younger brother, who will come off with just about 2.5 minutes left on my clock. But again, that is far from official.
And the players will ask. They'll ask the ref how much time, and he'll tell them, so they'll know on the field.
But as we get now down into the last couple of minutes, this is definitely go time, right? This is when you have to start taking some chances.
Hurricane's got to press.
That's a foul. The ball is cleared over into the baseball field. Bring a new ball out.
And the ref stopped the clock and gave a card for delay. Of course, there's other soccer balls, but when you
it looks like
the
you
whistle
purposely
blows
tried
and
to
you kick the ball out, it delays
into
the
another
game.
county.
That's right. So the ref gave him it's a yellow card. It's a warning.
Right.
If you get another one in the same game, then it converts to a red card, and you have to sit out the rest of the game, and you can't sub in for that player. So you have to play a man down.
Does it affect the next game, or is it just the remainder of that game?
That's called a soft red. I'm not sure you're suspended for the next game. There's also a straight red, but if you commit a foul or such a dangerous play that you don't get a warning. You just get an automatic red. I think you're out the next game as well.
Right. So the clock will start back up now. Again, just under 2
nice
minutes
kick
on
to get
my
it in
clock.
the box.
Yeah. That's like you said, just try to get something in there, right?
Yeah,
See
there's
what
the point
happens.
now. Hurricanes got to send it when they get possession for the most part. Try and get it down there in the box and only play enough defenders back just to try and turn the ball back over. High punt.
Kind of just bouncing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, he held him.
Grabbing him. Now we'll see the refs encouraging the Beckley player with the ball to bring on up, but he's not. He's taking baby steps.
Probably about a minute and a half left. Beckley trying to milk this 2-1 lead. Nice play there to take it away, and they're on the attack now. Had Willis up top if they made that pass sooner. Now players falling all over the place. That's going to be cleared out wide. Hurricane quickly throwing it in.
It's a good spot to center it.
Yeah.
Nobody's there.
Man, yep. If he had waited just maybe a half step more, Theo Carter was coming up on the right side, but just couldn't get there in time.
Then you'll see the keeper. They'll usually give them about 10 seconds before they warn them for delay.
Slow rolling it.
That's right. Look around. Can't find anybody.
There we go.
All right.
We might be coming up on the last few tries for Hurricane. Gum trying to maintain
Got
possession.
it through.
Over to Theo Carter.
It's a throw for Hurricane. Now, right here, if you had somebody that can really
sling it,
strong arm it, yeah. But no, they went to quick route, which is fine.
Harris Coulter, nope, couldn't clear it, and that's going
the
to do it.
So no scoring in the second half.
No score in the second half.
Surprises me.
The 2-1 halftime score holds.
Oregon Redskins won.
And the Flying Eagles from Woodrow Wilson started off the year the way they ended last year with a victory over the Hurricane Redskins by a final score of 2-1. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll come back to wrap this up on the HD Media High School Game Day. Redskins Game of the Week against the Woodrow Wilson Flying Eagles, brought to you by Peyton Law.
This is Tom Peyton of the Peyton Law Firm, and we're proud to sponsor HD Media's presentation of local high school soccer matches. Preparation, experience, and drive win soccer matches and court cases. Let us put our team on your side. Contact us at PeytonLawFirm.com or visit us at our office in Nitro.
All right, back here live at Hurricane High School where we saw a good one to kick off the season. 2-1 Woodrow Wilson. I believe, was that the same score as the championship game last year?
The championship game didn't happen the same way.
Right.
A little less exciting this time around. And
no scoring in the second half.
Still disappointing for Hurricane, but, it's a long season. It's the first game of the season. We'll see if Hurricane can use it as motivation, and Woodrow's got to be feeling pretty good about how the season will go at this point. And, of course, everybody makes a sectional, and
sure.
So, the
regular season
seeding will not really make much – I don't think this will make much difference in the long run for seeding. So Hurricane needs to put this one behind them, have a good game tomorrow, and
and it gets you good stuff on tape to look at and find things that you can fix and find things that you need to work on and see who you got and see who might need to step up. But
that's right.
Again, all the scoring in the first half, 2 goals from Beckley, from Scott and Dylan. The lone goal from the Hurricane Redskins was put in at the 23-minute mark by Jack Willis. And we will be right back at it tomorrow night here at Hurricane as the Hurricane Redskins host the St. Albans Red Dragons on High School Game Day soccer coverage presented by Peyton Law. And again, thank you for Tom Peyton coming in tonight and joining us in the booth to call this game. We look forward to another great season. And Tom, thanks for your support.
No problem. I take great pride in doing it, and I really enjoy being out here watching soccer with you guys.
And we will be covering these games all year long, not only at Hurricane, but also at GW, South Charleston, and Herbert Hoover. And again, our football coverage starts next week with the Thursday night game at GW as the Spring Valley Timberwolves take on the GW Patriots. And we'll again be back here tomorrow, and you'll have Mike Sussman on the mic, who does a great job. He's a much better play-by-play guy than me, so you're in for a treat tomorrow night as the Hurricane Redskins take on the St. Albans Red Dragons on the High School Game Day Game of the Night, brought to you by Peyton Law. Until then, I'm Rick Lord for Tom Peyton and everyone here at HD Media, Ethan Young, Robert Valencia, everyone who had part in this presentation. Brought to you by Peyton Law. Again, let me get that in one last time. Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.